Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Look what I have in my makeup loving hands. I picked up all 8 shades of the brand new Soft Shimmer Cream Eyeshadows from Makeup by Mario. These are absolutely gorgeous. We're going to swatch them, we're going to demo, we're going to compare. I'm going to tell you which shades are must-have shades, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So if that sounds like fun to you, then let's get this party started. So I was going to buy 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Then it went to 5. Then it went to 6. And then I said to myself, Courtney B. Luxe, why only have 1 when you could have 8? So that's what I did. I bought all of them. Did I need these? No. Did I want them? Yes. Did I justify buying all these by telling myself I have a channel and you need to see all these? Yes. Thank you for giving me that justification. I'm very excited to get into these. These are technically called the Makeup by Mario Soft Shimmer Long Wear Cream Eyeshadows. Now, the matte version came out last year. I have several of them. And I do have a review on my channel. I'll put them down below in case you're interested. These are beautiful. I wear these quite often. These are really long lasting. I love them. I particularly love the shade Sienna and the shade Mauve. And Bisque is a really good base shade. But I'm even more excited to get into these shimmers because we have to have a little shimmer in our lives, right? So these are waterproof and they're supposed to be crease resistant and sweat and humidity resistant. Now, I never really have an issue with the matte ones. I haven't done a full wear test because I just got these and I was so excited I wanted to play with them with you guys. So the matte ones do not crease on me. They could be a little bit drying at times. If you find this a little bit too drying, this one might be the answer to your Makeup by Mario cream eyeshadow prayers if you've been praying those prayers lately. So I'm going to put some swatches up on the screen. So I went from lightest to deepest. The first shade is Honey Crystal, which is a beautiful champagne gold shade. Next, we have Ballet Blush, which is a rose gold shade. Then Pink Pearl, which is a beautiful opal pink. And then we have Mauve Magic, which is a mauvey bronze, which I think is very, very interesting. It's not too pink. Then this shade intrigued me the most, Fizzy Fig. I love the name. And that's described as a copper mauve shade. Then Plum Pewter. Oh my gosh. This is special. This is a taupe plum shade. Then we have Bronze Baddie, which is golden brown. And then Brown Sugar, which is warm bronze. I figured we'll do some fun combinations because you could do all of these as one and done shades. And on the Makeup by Mario website and the Sephora website, that is how they're shown. There's a couple of pictures where they're combined, but I want to see how they're combined because I have a feeling you combine these, they're really going to pop. But let's get into our first combination. Let's see, what should we do first? I want to go first with Plum Pewter. This looks like a really, really special shade. Oh, wait, let me actually prime my eyelids first. So these retail for $25, so not too shabby. And they last a long time. Like I've never panned, I guess. Is that the right word for a container? Panned? Never gone through a full one. And I do use them quite often. So I think there's a lot of product in that little $25 container. So I'm just priming my eyelids with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I do have a full face of makeup on, because I figured we had to get right to these eyeshadows. I did not want to waste time with my makeup. Okay, so eyelids are primed. So let's start, like I said, with Plum Pewter. I love the packaging on these. I just love that little subtle shine. Now, I think with this formula from the swatches I've already done, this is not like a Danessa Myricks shimmer glitter. This is more like the Ethereal Eyes palette, but in a cream form. It's just a very subtle shimmer, which I think might be good for every day. Not that Danessa Myricks isn't good for every day. I love Danessa Myricks. But if you're looking for something a little bit softer, not so much chunky glitter, this might be up your alley. Okay, so let's apply Plum Pewter. Ooh. Now, when I swatched all of these shades, they had a very hard time coming off my hands. So I think they do have good lasting power, and so do the mattes. Just taking a brush. Oh, these are blending out like a dream. So I think you'll see when I get up close and personal so you could see. It has that ethereal look that Mario is known for. It's just so beautifully shimmery. It's just like a little kiss of shimmer. So this is Plum Pewter. I'm going to build it up a little bit. Maybe I'll do it with my hand too. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit more on the little brush. Comes with these little brushes. I love this shade already. So now I'm just going to buff it out with my finger. And you will definitely retain a lot more shimmer when you buff it out with your finger. Oh, that's beautiful. This is like the perfect day/night shade. You know what I mean? If you really want to get a smoky look with it, you could But we're going to add a little bit of brightness in that inner corner, and it's gonna look like perfection. Let's take Pink Pearl. This is the Pink Pearl bottle. Do you like my little Makeup by Mario aesthetic? The white t-shirt, it's very Mario. I can call him that, by the way, because we're on a first name basis, because I don't know if you know, I met him last year at one of his pop-up events. We took a picture. So basically, we're old friends. If he were to see this, he'd probably be like, you strange woman, why are you saying we're on a first name basis? He was honestly so sweet and so nice. This I'm going to... Oh. Ooh. I knew I was going to love these. I knew it. Oh, look at that. This is like if you want that classic Mario ethereal look but without any of the fallout. You don't have to carry a big palette with you. Oh, I love this. This is perfect. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I feel like this is your perfect cool tone combination. Really gorgeous. You could definitely bump up the smoky eye look if you wanted to by putting more of the plum pewter. But I just want to see how these two go together. There's no fallout. It's not creasing. They're laying beautifully together. I love this. Okay. So now on the other eye, let's see. Which one shall we do? I actually want to compare Fizzy Fig to Plum Pewter. I want to see how those differ. So this is Fizzy Fig. Now, this is described as a copper mauve shade, and I think that is pretty accurate. Let's see. I do recommend priming your eyelids when using a formula like this, just because I feel like if you don't, not that it will crease, but it's a little bit of a drier formula, so I think making sure that your base is, uniform, it really will help the formula perform at its best. You could also, what you could do with this, these dry down pretty quickly. So what you could also do is take a brush and kind of like go like this on your brush. You don't get the most perfect application, so you could do that, but I prefer either to put it on the eyelid and then buff it out with the brush quickly, or go with my finger. So that's just like a very light application of Figgy Fizz. With a name like Fizzy Fig, we got to build that baby up. We're going to fizzy it up here on the Courtney Luxe channel. That is pretty. So the Plum Pewter is definitely more of a cool tone shade compared to Fizzy Fig, because you're getting the warmth from the copper shade on this side. You see how these are not going where I don't want them to go? They're so easy to apply, very easy to control. Some cream liquid eyeshadows can kind of get away from you a little bit. These pretty much stay where you put them. They're very compliant, very well-behaved eyeshadows, and they last all day. The formula is really amazing. And if you watch Nikki LaRose, Lisa J, those two fabulous ladies are always talking about these eyeshadow sticks in the matte formula. I know Nikki LaRose loves to use the Bisque shade as a primer, and I know Lisa J always says that the mauve shade right here, that's why I bought it, because they recommended it. This goes really well with green eyes. Okay, so really beautiful here. So you can see how different this is, right? This is definitely more cool tone. This is definitely more warm tone. What I want to do maybe is put it all over the lid and then put a topper on there. I feel like a lot of people would be interested in this as a one and done shade. So let's see how that looks, and then we'll add a little bit of more brightness. I feel like the Plum Pewter, these shimmers were showing up a lot more on that one. Fizzy Fig is a little bit more mellow yellow without being yellow. Ooh, okay, a little intense. I gotta fix it, but we will clean it. That's beautiful. So that is Fizzy Fig on its own. That just has like the littlest hint of shimmer. The Plum Pewter, if you put that all over the lid, that's gonna have a lot more shimmer. But like I said, these are not Danessa Myricks shimmers. So if that's not your vibe, if you're not, let's go paint the town every shade of shimmer, and you want something just a little bit more simple, maybe for work or maybe for a night out. This is just like if you're sitting in a restaurant and you're across this amazingly good guy, good looking, and he says to you, you know what I really love? Highland cows. And you sit there and you wonder how you were so lucky to meet a man who also loves Highland cows as much as I do. Or in this case, it's you. As much as you do. Hopefully you like the Highland cows, but insert your animal of choice. Dogs, cats, kangaroos, whatever you want to put in there. You find a mutual love, or tacos. You both love tacos, or, oh, I don't know, home goods. Most men don't love home goods. What do men like? They like sports, football, Tom Brady. Tom Brady's retired. Tom Brady's not a subject you want to probably bring up on a date At least I wouldn't, because he's the love of my life, even though he doesn't know. But anyway, my point is, you're across the table from your soulmate at your local Wendy's, and the candlelight is just, hitting you a certain way. And you just want that little shimmer to like pick up in the candlelight and just, you want to make him fall in love with you across the table. That's the kind of eyeshadow this is. I'm forgetting where I'm going with this. My point is, this is not an in-your-face shimmer. This is more sophisticated. You're at a special event and you just want the little candlelight, the little special lights to hit your eyes. You just have that little glisten shimmer on your eyes. That's the kind of shimmer this is. This is not Danessa Myricks like Partey type. This is different. But this is very in line with Makeup by Mario. And it's also very in line what I think a lot of us would want as that kind of like backup, like day to night shimmer. I hope you appreciated my Wendy's analogy, and I hope that you're still here. And if you are, thank you. And if you enjoy my humor, if you enjoy what you're seeing here on this channel, I hope that you would subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We have a lot of fun on this channel and talk about all the latest in makeup and beauty. And we have a lot of fun while we're doing it. So I hope that you're subscribed. If you're not, please do so. And if you already subscribed, thank you so much for being here. You know how much you mean to me. I couldn't appreciate you more. All right. So all joking aside, well, I can't do all joking aside, but most joking aside for now, let's look at them up close. And then I'm going to put a little bit of highlight in the inner corner. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay. So in looking at this, before we put on the highlight shade, I really love Fizzy Fig as a one and done shade. I think it's just that perfect warm tone shade with that little hint of shimmer. It's like the way that the light hits it at certain angles, you get that little bit of shimmer. I really love it. I think that's a special shade, and I had a feeling it would be, so I'm glad it didn't disappoint. Okay, so now let's try Honey Crystal. This is Honey Crystal. Let's try that in the inner corner. This shade I knew I had to have. These cream shadows, you just like take it and just like buff it in. You don't even have to rub it really, especially if you want to preserve that shimmer, the intensity of the shimmer, I should say. This one you can even pop a little on the inner corner there. Oh, this combination is pretty. Love it. That is gorgeous. Oh, I love this. Just look how creamy these look. So pretty. So pretty. I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of these for the fall. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I'm just showing you how you can build up that intensity a little bit. This shade, I don't know if I would do as a one and done just because it's so light. But you could. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I probably wouldn't. Just take a brush and kind of just lay down the formula a little bit. Oh, I love this combination. And as an inner corner highlight, you could even do under the brow bone. So pretty. Oh, I don't know which one I like better now. I feel like if you're going with any of the warm shades, the Honey Crystal is the way to go. If you're going with the cooler tone shades, Pinky Pearl is an excellent choice, but I feel like you can really combine any of these, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's get up close and personal one more time for these two looks, and we're going to take them off and go on to the next one. So let me know what you think. Again, Plum Pewter and Pink Pearl on this side, and Figgy Fizz and Honey Crystal on this side. Let me know what you think. Which is your favorite combo? Okay, beauty. So I think the next course of action after I prime my eyeshadows, is to compare these two side by side. This is Bronze Baddie, which I would like to have that as a nickname. There's Courtney B. Luxe. There's that Bronze Baddie, I can't do the wink. That could be my new nickname. It can't be. And then Brown Sugar, because I feel like it'd be interesting to see how these compare in case you're interested in picking up one of these and you're curious. And then the finale, we'll do Mauve Magic with Ballet Blush. Okay, so let's prime the eyelids again. Now, if you're new to my channel, you may not know this, or you've been around my channel, you might not have heard. I now do lives every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we just have so much fun. I show you new makeup that I've gotten and then I'm testing out. And we also talk about all the upcoming releases and we just have a ball. We have so much fun. I'm just so grateful for the community that we've built here on my channel. It's just, I always say it's a community of beauty lovers and friends. And I mean that because I consider my viewers, my subscribers, friends. And I think a lot of you guys are friends also. So I think it's just a great community and it's just a lot of fun. So I would encourage you to come. It's free. You don't have to be a member or anything. I will put all the info down below, but we just have a lot of fun. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any notifications about those lives too. Okay. So let us try Bronze Baddie first. Now I'll swatch these on my Makeup Loving hands so you can see how they compare. So this is Bronze Baddie and this is Brown Sugar. So very, very similar. This is a little bit deeper, but I'm interested to see how much of a difference we're going to see once they're on my eyes. Okay. So let us go with Bronze Baddie on this side. All right. Now that's not, obviously we're going to leave it. Going to buff it out with my finger. That's pretty. So Figgy Fizz had that copper undertone, a little bit of red. This is more true bronze. Now I'm going to layer it a little bit more. I love how buildable these are. So if you're looking for a very subtle look, you can do that, or you could just take this very precise applicator and build it up. I'll buff that out a little bit with a brush. Oh, that's pretty. If you're seeing any fallout, it's just because I have mascara on already. And when I removed the makeup, it came out just a little bit of fallout, but it's not from the shadow. Ooh, pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, so now let's compare this with Brown Sugar on the other side. Normally with these, I would never even go near a brush, but because I have such long fingernails, when I do that, that's what happens. So I have to use a brush on some level. But if you don't have very long nails, like, you can use your finger and not go near a brush because you really will preserve the shimmer if you do it that way. Interesting. Okay. So not that different. Let me build it up a little bit more. They're both beautiful. I love just a simple brown shadow like this. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I do recommend doing these one eye at a time just because once they dry down, just like with the matte formula. So just make sure you focus on one eye at a time. I don't know which one I like better now. This is supposed to be more of a warm bronze. I can see that distinction there. So Brown Sugar is definitely more warm, but I feel like this is kind of like these two. They're kind of like the Natasha Denona tan palette. It's degrees of the same shade, kind of. So you have your more, I guess, neutral tone with the Bronze Baddie, my new nickname. With this one, the Brown Sugar, it's definitely more warm tone, but they're not like totally different, right? So if you like the tan palette, you like having different options of similar shades, these two are really nice. If I had to pick a choice, I don't know. It is a different look, right? If I go like this versus this, they are different. I guess it's different for different occasions, right? But personal preference, if I had to pick one, I probably would go with the Brown Sugar. And I was afraid it was going to be too deep, but I don't think it is. But if you don't like that warmth in your brown shadows, then I would definitely go with Bronze Baddie, aka my new name. But let me get up close and personal so you can see. So this is Bronze Baddie and Brown Sugar. Which one do you like better? Let me know in the comments down below. All right. So now we're going to take these off my Makeup Loving face and do our final combination and then wrap this baby up. Okay, beauty. So sadly, we've come to the last two shades in this little Makeup by Mario extravaganza. We have Mauve Magic and Ballet Blush. I think this is going to be an excellent combination. So I've already primed my lid so we can just get right to it. And I'm noticing I need a little touch of bronzer. I'm going to touch this up with the Marc Jacobs bronzer. I'm already putting a very significant dent. I think I'm going to hit pan on this and I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm this excited about hitting pan, but I'm excited. Let's fix this up. If you haven't tried this bronzer already, please do. It is velvet. It's just so good. Give myself a little bronzy look there. Just try this, please. Please try it, please. Also, quick note of what makeup I have on my Makeup Loving face. I have on the Dior Forever Glow Foundation and a couple of new things that I'm actually very excited about. The new Dior Loose Powder. She is a stunner. I'm trying her today for the first time, but this is already the beginning of a beautiful friendship. This is the translucent shade. The technical name of this is the Dior Forever Onset Powder. Look at the cushion and look at the powdery look. It's a matte look, but it's beautiful. It's blurring. It's just perfection. I'll have a short or something on my channel soon about this. I'm still testing it, but what a glorious powder. Beautiful. And then I'm also testing out these Patrick Ta, these new 6 that he came out with. the Major Sculpt Shape and Shade Anywhere Artistry 6. This is the shade Silhouette. This is the shade Spotlight, and this is the shade Highlight. Now, today I use these two under my eye, over my eye, different combinations. I really love them so far. And this shade I use under my lip, kind of like a little messy contoury look. And I did contour with this on my nose and here, but I've done my makeup, a few times here, so it might have faded a little bit. But really impressed so far, so I'll continue to try that. And I'm wearing the Makeup by Mario lipstick in the shade Erin. Kind of loving this combo here. I think it's very pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to stop yammering and we're going to get to the eyeshadow. So we're going to try this Mauve Magic. Professional mirror in hand. Ooh. Oh, she's pretty. Just going to put her all over the lid and then we'll put the other shade on top. That's a perfect one and done shade too. That's really pretty. Let's build her up a little bit. She's pretty. Okay. Let's put it on the other side. So we have a lot of fun new makeup coming up. We have the Louis Vuitton launch coming up. I'll be showing some of that on my channel. Can't buy the whole thing, but I will be showing some of it. Still deciding what I'm picking up, so stay tuned for that. And then let's see what else. Westman Atelier is coming out with their first liquid foundation. We just had the new Dior Lucky Clover collection that sold out in like 2 seconds. If you're watching this and there's something that's out of stock right now that you had your heart set on, I will post if I see anything restocked, or let me know in the comments down below if you want me to contact you directly, and I can, if there's something specific you're looking for. I know a lot of people are looking for the lipstick cases. Hopefully those will come back in stock. So I'm just taking this mauve shade and just going under the waterline as well. Really pretty. Like that could be a perfect one and done shade. I think it's one of my favorite shades so far. Okay. So now let's try Ballet Blush. Also, if you're liking my combination of earrings and necklaces, these are all Melinda Maria jewelry. And I think these were all free gifts with purchase. I'm not even kidding. These 3 pieces, the 2 necklaces and the earrings, I got all of these as free gifts. When you order from Melinda Maria, you get like a coupon and it's for your next purchase. You can get a free gift with purchase. They have really good rewards at Melinda Maria and really good customer service. They have a forever warranty on their jewelry, and I've been obsessed lately, so I'll link these pieces down below. It's like $300 worth of jewelry, all for free. Well, not for free, I had to make a purchase, but you get the idea. Girl math, right? It's a pretty combination. Let me put a little bit more. A little on the inner corner. Just very creamy, very smooth. Oh, I'm loving this combination. Very nice choice, Courtney B. Luxe. Very nice choice. I'm kidding. I don't call myself Courtney B. Luxe. I just call myself Courtney. No need for a formality when you're talking to yourself, right? And then I'm going to go back in a little bit with the Mauve Magic and just add a little bit more just to kind of diffuse the look a little bit, add a little bit more dimension. All right, so what are we thinking of this combination of Mauve Magic and Ballet Blush? I love it. Oh, I love it. It's gorgeous. Oh, you know what? Let me put a little bit more in the inner corner just for a little bit of oomph, oomph. That's the look you're going for, oomph, oomph. This is the oomph, oomph combination. Who am I kidding? The only person seeing me after this is the dog, which of course I want to look good for him, but I don't have to look oomph, oomph. Okay, so up close and personal, oomph, oomph. What do we think? I think it's a beautiful combination. I really love this one. I feel like for fall coming up, it's beautiful. And I also feel like the Mauve Magic on its own is a beautiful one and done shade. If you love a pink shadow, it's just beautiful. It's all of these are very ethereal, right? Like I said, they're not knock your socks off in your face in the room before you are shimmer type shades. They're just beautiful in their subtle nature and their simplicity and just how the light catches it just so, right? I think that's the beauty of these. I think also the fact that the matte formula is incredibly long wearing. These are feeling very similar to the matte formula based on my experience. So I will let you know as I try them how the longevity is. But like I said, they are kind of behaving the way that the matte ones do. So I would not be terribly surprised if these are long wearing. And they're easy to work with. Once they set down, they set down. As long as you do one eye at a time, you should be good to go. And I just think it's beautiful. I love all these. I'm very glad that I picked up all the shades. If I had to pick like my top three, my top three, Mauve Magic would definitely be one of them. Fizzy Fig, I think it's pretty unique in that it's copper, but it is also brown. It's warm tone, but just very different. And then Pink Pearl, I think, shows up the best, in my opinion, especially with the Plum Pewter. That first combination that we did is probably my favorite, followed by this one with the Mauve. But I don't think you can go wrong with any of these. It's just a matter of figuring out which shades are best for you. So you could go out and buy all 8 like I did, but you're probably not going to. And I hope the comparison between Bronze Baddie and Brown Sugar was helpful. Again, Bronze Baddie, that's the new nickname I want to go by. But I think they're all beautiful. They're all lovely. There's not one shade that I would not recommend. And I think that they layer together beautifully. And I cannot wait to continue using them. I bought all 8 shades because I love the original formula. So I was so excited to try this formula. I'm so glad that it performed even better than I expected. So please let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions. Let me know which shades you're interested in. Let me know which shades you have questions about. Also, I will have a QR code on the screen if you're interested in picking any of these up. It really does help me out a lot when you shop through my links. I get a small commission. It's no extra cost to you, but it does help keep my channel growing and glowing. So if you decide to pick up any of these and you use my links, I really do appreciate you. Please make sure that you subscribe. We have a lot of fun on this channel, and we have so many new makeup releases coming up. I wouldn't want you to miss out on a single one. So thank you so much for your time. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.